In a quiet little village called Greenfield, nestled between lush green hills, lived a young boy named Ollie. Ollie was an adventurous and curious child, always exploring the meadows, streams, and forests near his home. He loved playing outdoors, especially near the giant old tree that stood at the center of the village square. Beneath this tree was a bustling anthill, home to hundreds of tiny ants that worked tirelessly day and night. Ollie often sat by the anthill, watching the ants march in straight lines, carrying food and building their little tunnels. He would laugh as they hurried back and forth, seemingly without rest. Why are these ants always so busy? He wondered aloud one day. Ollie's curiosity, however, was mixed with mischief. Sometimes he would poke a stick into the anthill or pour water near it, just to see the ants scatter. Other times, he would stomp his feet near their tiny homes, watching them scramble in panic. To Ollie, it was all just harmless fun. One sunny afternoon, after a heavy rainstorm the night before, Ollie noticed the ants working harder than ever. They were rebuilding their anthill, which had partially collapsed due to the rain. "Look at them go," Ollie said to himself. "But why do they even bother? They're just ants." As he bent down to disturb their work again, a strange thing happened. A soft, magical glow surrounded the anthill, and a tiny voice called out, "Ollie, stop right there." Ollie froze, startled. He looked around, but there was no one else nearby. "Who said that?" he asked nervously. "I did," came the voice again. To Ollie's amazement, a small ant wearing a shiny golden crown emerged from the anthill. The ant climbed onto a blade of grass. "I am Queen Anya, ruler of this colony. Why do you keep hurting us, Ollie?" Ollie blinked in disbelief. "You can talk." "Yes, I can," said Queen Anya, her voice tiny but firm. "And I am here to ask you why you disturb our home. Do you know how hard we work to build it?" Ollie scratched his head. "I don't know. You're just ants. Why does it matter?" Queen Anya's antennae twitched with frustration. "Ollie, everything in nature matters. We ants may be small, but we play an important role in keeping the environment healthy. We clean up food scraps, spread seeds to grow plants, and aerate the soil so it stays fertile. Without us, your beautiful village would not be the same." Ollie frowned, trying to understand. "But you're so tiny. How can such small creatures do anything important?" Queen Anya sighed. "Let me show you something, Ollie. Close your eyes." Before Ollie could argue, a golden light surrounded him, and he found himself shrinking until he was as small as an ant. He looked around in awe. The world was enormous. The blades of grass looked like towering trees, and raindrops sparkled like giant jewels. "Come with me," said Queen Anya, now his size. She led Ollie into the anthill. Inside, Ollie saw hundreds of ants working together. Some were carrying food, others were digging tunnels, and still others were tending to young antlings in cozy chambers. Everyone had a job, and no one rested until their task was complete. "This is our home," Queen Anya said proudly. "Each grain of dirt you see was carefully placed by my workers. Every crumb of food was carried over long distances. When you destroy our home, you undo days of hard work and put our entire colony at risk." Ollie began to feel ashamed. "I never thought about it that way," he admitted. Queen Anya nodded. "Ollie, think about your own home.